Let's take a journey, back to where it all began. Life on Earth started over 3.5 billion years ago with simple, single-celled organisms. Over millions of years, these organisms adapted to their environments, evolved, and became the foundation of the complex life forms we see today. Then came the dinosaurs, massive creatures that ruled the planet for over 165 million years. But one catastrophic event, the asteroid impact, changed everything, wiping out most of these creatures and opening the door for mammals to rise. That's when the next chapter of evolution began, one that would eventually lead to us. Around 6 million years ago, our story as humans really began. We diverged from our closest living relatives, the chimpanzees, and embarked on a unique evolutionary path. At first, our ancestors were small ape-like creatures, but over time we became something else entirely. Through natural selection, certain traits, like walking upright, larger brains, and more dexterous hands, became essential for survival. The early human species, like Australopithecus and Homo habilis, started using tools and developing early forms of communication. And with each passing generation, we grew smarter, more resourceful, and better equipped to thrive. By around 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, our species, emerged. We spread across the globe, adapting to different environments and forming complex societies. Natural selection pushed us toward intelligence, creativity, and cooperation, allowing us to dominate the planet. We didn't evolve to be the biggest or the strongest, but our brains gave us an unparalleled advantage. But now, after millions of years of evolution driven by nature, we've entered a new era. We've started to interfere with the process that once shaped us. Now, we have the power to control and direct our own evolution. For most of human history, natural selection was the driving force behind our evolution. Those who were best suited to their environment survived, reproduced, and passed on their genes. But in modern times, we've essentially ruined natural selection. With advances in medicine, technology, and agriculture, we no longer face the same pressures that shaped our ancestors. Instead of only the strongest or most adaptable surviving, modern society allows nearly everyone to live and pass on their genes. We've eliminated many of the natural challenges, like predators, disease, and scarcity, that once determined who survived. Now, with tools like CRISPR and gene editing, we've taken it a step further. We're not just removing the barriers of natural selection, we're rewriting the code of life itself. Instead of waiting for random mutations and the slow march of evolution, we can edit our DNA in real time. We've already begun editing plants, animals, and even human embryos. This is the dawn of synthetic evolution, where we shape the future of our species by design, not by nature. Imagine a future where we can choose how humans evolve: longer lifespans, enhanced intelligence, and immunity to diseases that have plagued us for millennia. We could enhance our physical and mental abilities, even adapt our bodies to extreme conditions like deep space or the ocean floor. Evolution could become about more than survival. It could be about enhancement, a way to unlock the full potential of what it means to be human. But it doesn't stop there. Some scientists believe that the future of evolution won't be biological at all. Instead, we could merge with technology. Think about it. Neural implants that boost brain function, artificial organs that last forever, or even the ability to upload our consciousness into machines. This concept isn't as far off as it seems. We're already developing brain-computer interfaces that could revolutionize how we interact with the world. In the future, we might evolve beyond our biological bodies, becoming hybrid beings that are part human, part machine. And if we can transcend biology, what comes next? Could we eventually exist as digital entities, living in virtual worlds of our own design? Some scientists and futurists believe that one day, we might be able to upload our minds into digital realms, achieving a form of digital immortality. Imagine a future where your consciousness lives on forever in a virtual paradise, free from the limitations of the physical world. It sounds like science fiction, but with the rapid pace of AI, quantum computing, and virtual reality, it might be closer than we think. But this isn't just about humans. The evolution of all life on Earth could be altered. With advanced genetic engineering, we could bring back extinct species like the woolly mammoth, or create entirely new species that are better suited to the challenges of today's world. Evolution, once a slow and natural process, is now in our hands. We could redesign life on Earth from the ground up, creating a future where biology is shaped by human creativity and innovation. Of course, with great power comes great responsibility. Once we start directing evolution, there's no turning back. What happens when we have the ability to choose what traits are passed on to the next generation? Will we end up creating a society of genetic inequality, where only the rich can afford enhancements? Or will we evolve into something unrecognizable, leaving behind the natural world entirely? These are the questions we'll have to face as we move into this new era of evolution. We've come a long way from our early ancestors who struggled to survive in the wild. Evolution, once the slow process of natural selection, is now something we can control. The next steps could take us beyond what we've ever imagined, into a future where biology, technology, and consciousness merge into something entirely new. So what do you think? Will the future of human evolution be driven by technology, or is there still more for nature to teach us? Could we eventually evolve into digital beings, free from the constraints of biology? The future is full of possibilities, and we're the ones shaping it. Like and subscribe to Into Future, and stay tuned for more mind-bending explorations into what's next for humanity.